Got a hat on.
Throwing you off?
A little bit.
Kevin said when you guys played last week that this was basically like a 19th and 20th conference game with the way that it's scheduled. I mean, do you kind of look at it like that?
Yeah, I just hope we get a split. Yeah, I mean they're good. He does a great job. He's done a really good job, kind of getting Seton Hall back to, what those people are used to up there. He's done a terrific job. They're physical. They're tough. They got a first-team All-American. I've watched the game a million times. Really just ready to play now. But it is. I mean, we've got a great non-conference schedule this year, and so with that comes opportunities. But you got to produce, and we got one chance Sunday.
What are the pros, or the pros and the cons? I guess maybe is the best way to put it. Of playing a team so quickly. I mean, you know what you did well and didn't do well, but at the same time, they can figure out the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to have to adjust as you go. I mean, we're going to have a new plan, and then some will stay the same until it doesn't work, and then you adjust. But, they had the week off. We played a game. I don't know if that's a big difference either way. We're going to have to play well. It's great we're at home. The atmosphere will be phenomenal. A week apart, who knew we would match up in the Bahamas? I mean, obviously, who picks the Big East, Big 12 challenge didn't realize that. But it's great, man. I mean, we got a chance. We got two chances against a top 15 team who's picked to win their league, and so, and one of the chances at home. So we got to make do on this opportunity.
What did you learn watching it a million times or whatever? You said you'd watch it already a couple times.
We got to defend better. We got to defend better. We got to keep the ball to the paint. We got to do a great job on Powell. We got to figure out pick and roll defense, and then we got to rebound. We got to make every tough play. And then offensively, we got to share the ball, and we really got to cut hard, be strong with the ball, and we're not going to put in 20 new things, but we just got to do things we do more efficiently and do it better. And then a couple tweaks we make, we've got to be locked in on that.
How important is it to have a marquee win or two going into the Big 12?
That's really big. I mean, we played Sunday. I think 5 of our first 8 will be against high major teams. I don't know how many teams in the country can say that, and so that's great for us. That's why you look at our, we beaten Alabama. We lost to Michigan, Seton Hall in 2 really competitive, close games. Lost to Oregon State up 1, with a minute to go on the road. Basically second game of the year, and so our analytic numbers are good. But with that, you do have to get some good wins, and you got Seton Hall coming up. You got Iowa, and then you move into the league where you got 18 opportunities, and so we got to produce this next week.
How unique are the Pirates in the sense that yes, they're really big, uniquely big, but also the skill that all those big men have?
Yeah, well, I mean, Sandro's a guard, really. He's almost, he really would rather score from 3 and off the drive and off the bounce than just sit down there and post up. But, he's a tough matchup for us the last game, played really well. He was the one guy outside of Miles Powell you knew about that when you watch tape. You're like, man, how are we going to guard him? How's this going to work? He was my concern watching tape 5 minutes on them. And so, but they're long at the perimeter, long on the perimeter. They're active. I mean, they're good. I mean, they got everybody back from from an NCAA tournament team last year. And so, this is a great opportunity for us, and we can't shy away from that. We got to go get it.
What was the difference between the first and second half with Powell in terms of scoring?
Well, I mean, some of the stuff he got in transition, he sized us up one time where we got to make him bounce it. He made a 3 there. He got one in transition. That was 6. He beat us off the ball screen one time and got a layup, called it an and one. You may need to
go back and check it.
Yeah, watch that play. I'm just kidding. But so that's 9 points right there. So now he's at 16, and he had 24, and so we went under a ball screen. So that's 12. That's now we're at 19, and his last 5 I can't remember, but. We've got to be locked in them all the time. We can't go under ball screens on Miles Powell. We've got to find him in transition. And then we can't let shot selection or turnovers give him open looks on the other end as well.
You guys have played a lot of good point guards here in succession. How do you feel? They're all kind of different, though. How do you feel like you've done defensively and, I guess, offensively against them?
Offensively, we've been okay for our standpoint. We've been okay. I don't think we're losing games because of offense. I think we've got to get better on the defensive end. Xavier Simpson's phenomenal. Kyra Lewis has got a chance to play in the NBA one day, and you know, Miles Powell, I wouldn't, you know, he's just a good guard. I mean, they're three really good players. You know, we did a great job at Alabama in some stretches. The game was high scoring with a lot of possessions, and so that's a little bit different to evaluate. But you know, it comes down to ball screen defense, guarding the ball. Can we keep the ball to the paint? And then when we do that, can we finish plays? But like I said, our schedule's been phenomenal, but that's a credit to where our program's at and what the guys did before us, you know, and we've got to answer the bell. I mean, I'm ready. I'm excited to play. Been prepping, and now we got to go play.
This is admittedly picking nits, but Tyrese's turnovers the last two games have ticked up. Is that flukish, or is there something that he needs to tighten up?
I mean, he stepped out of bounds twice. Ran an action the wrong way. I mean, that's 3 of the 6 right there I can tell you about. I'm trying to remember his other 3 from the other night. You know, he takes, you know, he's a high risk, high reward, you know, point guard at times, to where, you know, Monte, he was never, you know, he was always going to keep that ball going. Tyrese will give you one of these, you know, and, you know, you hope the guy's looking. And so, but that's what he is. That's who he is. And, you know, he's a special talent. But, I mean, 3 or 4 of his turnovers last game, I mean, you could easily take those out. But he's still like 5-1, 5-1, isn't he?
I said it was picking nits. I admit.
Speaking of, Solomon didn't play a whole lot last game. Was that the foul trouble, or you just didn't like
foul
what was out there?
foul trouble kind of put him in that position, and then we had to get a lift really to get something going. So, you know, we changed our lineup, put Mike at the 5 a little bit to try to do some different things, and that helped us. And then, you know, George has been playing really well, and so it's kind of like at that spot it could be next man up and who's playing well and kind of ride that coattail. But, you know, he knows. I talked to him. We need him to rebound more, and I thought he tried to make a conscious effort of that, but he did. He got, you know, 2 quick fouls, and he got a quick 3rd foul, 4th foul, and then, you know, but, you know, he's, you know, we're going to need him, you know, as a perimeter, as a post interior defender for sure.
I think we talked about this after the game. How much, you know, Mike had like 5 rebounds. I think guards rebounded well the other night. How much does some of Mike's rebounding go maybe unnoticed because he's boxing out, and then another guy's getting that rebound? It's hard to quantify, but.
Yeah, I think we all need to get better at rebounding. I mean, we all need to box out. We all need to rebound. I don't know who's doing a great job at rebounding if you watch the tape. But he is, number-wise, his numbers are better. Tyrese actually has the most defensive rebounds, I think.